Oh, we're back. I don't know what the hell happened there. Just when the live was just stopped working. It just like wasn't working for me. It was just I was like talking and I was like, why is no one saying anything? And then I was like, and I realized that the live was just circles. It was just not. It was on working. So like, why was no one telling me? Hello, Anton. Welcome back. Why did no one tell me what was going on? Because it was the live had just frozen for some reason. But I'm back now. But I don't know if you saw that at the end on the last live. The fucking ex-girlfriend thing showing up, just being horrible. It was just absolutely just like, yeah. I should have just blocked her from here as well, but I blocked her now. She was just absolutely being horrible. Still up to her fucking abusive shit. It's funny how she goes on about having a stalker, but yet she's the one coming into my life, even though I've blocked her off things because of her toxic behavior, and still comes in with her toxic behavior. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, fucking bitch? Go get a fucking life. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave Abby the fuck alone as well. Mind your own fucking business. Yeah. Some people just, yeah, they're just bitter and just, they don't want you to be happy because they're not happy themselves. So they're going through hell and they just want to drag you down with them. I wouldn't want anything to do with anyone like that, you know? I was actually even, to be honest, I was actually in two minds to maybe like trying to sort of like reach out again and be like, maybe I can, I don't know, maybe get some kind of explanation out of her, but and be like open to hearing her side of things. But you know what? How's it going, Michael? Welcome in here. How are you today? If anybody's new here, can you subscribe, please? Hello, Abby. Welcome back. Did you see what happened then? The fucking bitch showed up. But unfortunately, though, I was saying stuff and it wasn't. No one could hear me. So yeah. So yeah, she was just being abusive again in the chat. I don't know if you saw it, but she came in, I blocked her, and yeah. So she won't be able to do that now unless she tries to create another account, which who knows? The psycho bitch would probably do that, for all we know. You're joking, did she? Yeah, she was saying something about like, oh, I hope I'll have to see if I can find the message. Let's have a look. It says, "Lol, happy for you and Abby. Hope I give you hell." And then she puts, "Block me." I didn't see anything from it, yeah, because I blocked her. Hello, Sigma Avocado. Yeah. So yeah, lol, happy for you and Abby. Hope I give you hell. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking freak. Yeah. Like that, literally, I could even show you now the message on my laptop just to prove that what she said. There you go. Can you see that? Look, just for proof, okay? Look, that was the deleted message. Lol, happy for you and Abby. Hope I give you hell. Yeah. What a freak. So yeah, why don't you just go fuck yourself? Because you don't need me to fuck you. You can just do that to yourself. Yeah. Well, fuck yourself all the way to the moon. You're already fucked. You're a train wreck. Like, if I saw you on fire, I would literally walk past you. How dare she come into your life and be like that? Yeah. But I'm just gonna like fucking give it her back. See how you fucking like it. If you're watching me right now, hope you get everything that's coming to you. Yeah. She kept claiming to have a fucking stalker. But if anything, she seems to be the one that's the stalker. A fucking attention whore is what she is. Constantly needs attention. Fucking narcissist. Go get some help, for fuck's sake. Just leave people the fuck alone. You're fucking Yeah, she is the stalker. So I was talking about this before with somebody, how, if anything, she's the one that's the stalker. I mean, I don't even know if this guy even was stalking her. I mean, maybe someone was, but then she's just as bad as he is. So yeah, just I mean, if she continues to like try and anything, then I'll have to just try and I might even have to like report her to the police or something, because it's got to be on the joke. Like, she needs to just like get some serious help, some psychiatric help or something, because whatever she's getting at the moment, if anything at all, is not working. But yeah, someone was saying that they think she has Munchausen's. I think she does. She keeps going on about, like her mental things, like making up. Seems to be just making up a lot of shit. Seems to be making up a lot of. She can't keep doing this. Yeah, I think she's got Munchausen. She keeps going on about like having all these problems and shit, and but saying she's got BPD. But I think she's just using that as an excuse, to be honest. It's just like a smoke screen, I think. No, she's in Sweden. And yeah, I think she's got Munchausen's, and just like she wants the attention. She'll go on about like she'll keep saying she wants to do stuff to herself. I'm like thinking it's just like now I'm thinking it's just a bunch of attention seeking. And at the time I felt sorry for her and I wanted to help her, but I don't even think she wants help. She's just doing it for attention. Because I've had someone like this before where they'd start doing this kind of like attention seeking behavior because they're not getting attention, and that they'll do whatever to get it. And it's like, if you need attention, you should be doing something positive. Instead of trying to mess people around, try and do something good. Try and do something charitable instead of just trying to mess people around like that. It's not fair, is it? Is that where you fake being ill? Yeah, that's what I mean. It's yeah, there's also another thing I was looking at called Munchausen's by proxy. I was looking into this last night. So there's Munchausen's, and then there's Munchausen's by proxy, which is where you basically would basically pretend that someone else has an illness so that you would look good as a caregiver or something like that. It's like a really sick thing that some people do, where they're like, oh, look at me, I'm such a, nice caregiver and all that, so that they can get praise from people, and they get that validation from and attention from people. But you should actually be doing real things. Like maybe you should do something for charity, maybe raise money for charity or something like that, instead of just doing kind of that kind of degenerate kind of behavior. So yeah, like I don't know. It's just I don't believe really anything I mean, I don't believe anything that this person says anymore. It's just probably one of the worst, if not the worst person I've ever met. Like seriously, like proxies when you do it to their kids. Yeah, that's right. Or just someone that you're giving care to. It might be your parents even, or that you're in care of or something, or somebody else that you're in care of that you make it look you try and like basically you might be the one making the meal, and then you make it look like that you're helping them get better. It's all like it's twisted, but yeah. Yeah, some people are willing to go to all kinds of lengths to just get attention. Like a lot of like these clout chasers, staging all kinds of crazy things. People really need some serious help, I think. Otherwise, they'll just keep doing it again and again and again. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day so far. Yeah. I don't know. It's just some people are just absolute freaks. At least I can live with the satisfaction knowing that I'm not that bad, at least. Be like, yeah, well, at least I'm not that bad. At least I'm not being like a freak. So yeah, trying to like turn people against others, and I don't do that. I'm not about trying to cause drama and chaos. I'd rather just like focus on myself and my goals and help the people around me that deserve it, rather not waste my time on people who don't deserve it. Because time's precious. You should only be caring about those that actually deserve it. So yeah, just anyway, if you can share this out, that would be really appreciated. Yeah. I don't know why she like told me to block her. I guess maybe she just did that just so that I would block her on there as well. I don't know, maybe she just doesn't want to see me on YouTube because she's like, it's her way of kind of like, I don't know if it was like her way of like, so that she doesn't have to see me. So she would just, maybe she said that horrible thing just to try and kind of like, so I would like purposefully block her. But then I don't know why anyone would do that. Like you're just trying to get a reaction. Like what? I mean, you could still watch while being blocked, I suppose, but maybe it was just to get some reaction. Just sad. It's good life. But yeah, I've got like a lot of trust issues nowadays, and I see a lot of people just betray your trust, and they'll just switch up on you. You try to do the right thing, and you feel like you can't do right for doing wrong. It's like I'll do everything to love this person, but like it would never feel like enough. and they would just like accuse me of like talking to other girls even when I wasn't. Like, even when I tried to reassure them, she would keep going on about it. It's like, she wouldn't like it if I did it to her, if I kept accusing her of things. So it's like these people just don't seem to have any empathy whatsoever. They can't seem to be able to like put themselves in the other person's shoes. All they care about is the attention or whatever, and yeah, they need some real help. But they need to help to find that attention elsewhere. Because if you've got like Munchausen's or anything like that, then you need to find a way to get the attention elsewhere in a healthy way where you're not harming other people. We're actually doing something good. You're actually doing something good for society. Oh yeah, you take care, Anton. Probably won't be on too much longer, but yeah, who's still here then? Let me know if you're still watching. I don't think Dale's there, is he? I might come back on later at some point, but anyway. Yeah, still watching, cool. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, you think you can trust people and they switch up on you, like, and it just makes you feel like, what's the point in trusting anybody? Because it just seems to be the same pattern every time. And almost like there's a few people out there that you can kind of trust, but it takes time, not to trust someone too quickly because a lot of them will try and use it against you. Like, some people just like play psychological warfare on you and just mess with your head for their own selfish gain. But yeah, I can see why a lot of people are just like wanting to stay single now because they're sick of all the mind games and nonsense. I just feel so stupid for messaging in the first place. Yeah, but it's not stupid. It's just at the time it seemed like a genuine person, but yeah, it's just a lot of time whenever they're doing all this attention-seeking behavior. It's like if they're doing, as if they're doing things where it's like, oh, I want to like do this and that, like where they want to like self-delete or something, then usually that's not serious and they're just trying to get attention. So I guess when I see that stuff in the future, I'm like, yeah, you're probably just looking for attention and just leave me alone. Like, yeah, I think you get over the years and just be like, yeah, you know what, just leave me alone. I'm not interested. Just like, I really don't care because it's just a cry for attention. Basically, is what it is for the most part. A lot of that stuff. It's sad. It's sad that people will resort to those kind of desperate tactics to get attention like that. People just need to get a life. Because some people are going through this stuff themselves. There's people who are going through their own turmoil, and then you're trying to bring that to them. They just don't seem to care. These people just don't seem to care about what other people are going through, that they've got their own problems, and you're bringing your shit to them like they haven't got enough problems already. This is very narcissistic and yeah, self-absorbed kind of behavior, really, isn't it? But we all make mistakes and stuff, but it's like we learn from it and grow from it. So yeah, some people are just so sad that it's like it's like anytime they don't give it attention, then it's like they take it personally. Like, oh, if I'm not the center of the, you know, if I'm not like center of attention all the time, then I can't have that. What is wrong with these people? Is it some like abandonment issue or something like that? Or, but yeah, I'm just not having abuse. I'm not having, just not having it. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was this woman that I was like supposedly gonna call either Thursday or Friday, and looks like that's not happening. Hello, Jose. Welcome in here. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Not seen you for a while. So yeah, there was this woman who's like, oh yeah, we can call Thursday or Friday, and she doesn't even bother. Really all just a lot of bullshit, really. So I can't even be asked with any of these people anymore. Yeah, I think I do remember you. That does sound familiar. It's like if they're gonna be like wasting time, it's like then I'm not interested. Like yeah, so I'll just kind of like best to just not even entertain any of these online women. It's just not even worth it. Else things it's all right. I guess it's just I've been banned off TikTok with 38,000 followers, so not the best, but just gotta try and move on, eh? But yeah, if we can share this out, that would be great. If you can try and bring some more people into the live. Dang, I know it's mad, isn't it? When you're, yeah, it does feel like a real kick in the teeth, isn't it, when stuff like that happens? But I've got to try and build it up from scratch. I'm going to go on here because, oh, Dale, will you train today? Probably not much. I did a gym session yesterday, and I don't want to be like overtraining, but I might do some like accessory stuff. I don't know yet. I might do a bit of ab work possibly. I don't know yet. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing, but yeah. Cool. Don't want to overdo it. Yeah, exactly. Because it's in the resting that actually you get the results. It's not. Yeah, I mean you need the stimulus, but you also need the recovery. And if you do too much stimulus and not enough recovery, how are you supposed to recover from all that? You're just going to be putting up your cortisol too much. You're breaking down the muscle a lot, and you're not. It's not going to be able to recover. It's like it takes days to recover fully from like a hard gym session. So if you're not giving yourself enough chance to recover, then you're just going to be like not making any progress, and even then, if anything, you might even end up getting worse over time. You look better every time I see you. Like you said, you don't want to be Arnold, but look like lean, but you look better than I've seen yet. Really, yeah. It's just trying to just kind of be healthy looking and all that. Does sugar replenish from too much cortisol output? Cortisol is like stress. I mean, sugar is just kind of like to do with like, I mean, like, I don't think sugar is really anything. I don't know, like a high cortisol, just like, I mean, it's to do with high stress. So I don't know what you on about when it comes to sugar, like what that's got to do with anything. Just message Eilish going to do boxing with her, as I'm very annoyed. Yeah. I bet it can be a good way to like get the frustration out, and yeah. So she's left because didn't you say that she was staying over or something? Anyway, but yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day so far. If you're new here, can you subscribe, please? Yeah. I heard something about cortisol requiring a lot of glucose. Oh, really? I don't really like know a lot about that. I'd have to look more into it. I mean, that's just all I know is that cortisol is the stress hormone. So you're saying that low glucose would then maybe like lead to less cortisol or something? I mean, it's just I'm not like that much of an expert, but okay, might be stuff I need to look into. I've heard about like if you have too much glucose, and that can lead to like if you have too much glucose in your bloodstream, that can lead to problems with the blood. It can become sticky, and it can actually like lead to like heart disease potentially. It can make your blood really thick and sticky, and but yeah, it's just about trying to keep things within a balance. Make sure you exercise so that you're getting the glucose out of your bloodstream. If you're doing a lot of like weightlifting and stuff, like it'll actually cause the glucose to get disposed into the muscles, so it's away from the blood, so it's not going to be dangerous to your body. I heard that high cortisol takes a lot of glucose from your body. I used to pump M&Ms while biking like an animal. I mean, it's just, I mean, basically exercise is going to require carbohydrates and any kind of, or even fats as well, because of the demands of exercise. You're going to be burning more calories. So it's not cortisol, as far as I'm aware. It's just energy expenditure. Cortisol is to do with stress. I mean, I'm assuming that. I mean, just because you're burning calories doesn't mean your cortisol will probably go up a little bit, but cortisol tends to go up in like stressful situations a lot, like say in times where you're in like a fight or flight. Yeah. I mean, it could basically, it's a hormone. It could be like a kind of correlation thing where, because cortisol is higher during the higher demand activities, that burns more calories. But it's not the cortisol itself. I don't think it's just your body burning more calories. I don't know. Yeah, but cortisol is when you do high output work. I used to run on adrenaline. I mean, as far as I'm aware, you're going to mainly be burning like glycogen and like fats when you're doing like high intensity cardio. You get to a point, if you're doing really high intensity like HIIT training, that you're going to be burning up glycogen, because that's required a thing called glycolysis, which is used for anaerobic exercise. So that's why you get that lactic acid burn, because that's basically your body turning glycogen into lactic acid. So yeah, you don't want to do that too much. It can actually be toxic to the body, but doing it a certain amount can actually be good. It can actually cause your heart to become more efficient. And but cortisol, I mean, I think it's just like cortisol is a stress hormone. That's related to stress. And there's different like types of stress that you can get in your body, like mental stress, physical stress. But some people will say like that stress is bad, but it's when it's chronic, when that's like bad. From what I understand, like acute stress is like exercise are actually good, because the body adapts and gets more resilient to it. So yeah. I suppose I didn't really understand what you mean with that question, but I get what you're saying. But like, yeah, I mean, high cortisol would be like, I would say more of a byproduct of just like a high metabolism, you could say, like when your metabolism is on fire and but there's people who have lower cortisol even when they do a lot of like high intensity exercise because their body becomes more adapted and it's less stressful to the body. Your body learns to be more basically like anti-inflammatory and antioxidants and things, so you can become more because a lot of these stresses will actually cause a lot of oxidation and inflammation in the body. But as you get used to it, you'll notice that you're not getting that burn, you're not getting your body becomes more, you're just like more efficient at dealing with the free radicals and stuff, and it can, it's going to be good for like your longevity. It's you would have better like odds against cancer, for example, but potentially, like, because all your cells in your body pretty much become more because you're basically, when you training, there's all this like oxidation going on in your body, like then increases its antioxidant production. What's your favorite song right now? I'm looking for music to listen to. I like a lot of different stuff, but I just kind of, some of the stuff I listen to is quite obscure though. Yeah, I was listening to quite an obscure band last night, and it's just it's basically like kind of industrial, like death metal. Basically, it was yeah. But it's like, it was kind of interesting. But yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I think there was actually a French band actually. Yeah, they were from France, but it might not be your thing really. It's just I have some obscure stuff that I listen to sometimes. Yeah, yeah. But do you like have stuff that you like listen to at the gym or anything like that? Like, some people like to listen to music at the gym. I'm up for new things. Yeah, like there was this band. I have to try and find it, but there was a band called, actually from France as well, called Igor, and they're like quite an obscure band as well. They're kind of like mix of different genres, like metal, baroque, and like breakbeat and stuff like that. It's kind of a odd mix of stuff, really. But yeah, um, at the gym, I don't listen to anything but aggressive Brazilian funk. Is good for when I'm trying to get the pump on. Oh yeah, yeah. I've never listened to that, but sounds like it'd be interesting. Yeah, who's still here anyway? Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, share this out if you can, please, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, doesn't seem like they're really pushing my live out much lately, so hopefully it'll start to change soon, and maybe it'll start to pick up. But yeah, it's kind of been a bit of it's slow. I'll try and get some videos out on here soon and see how that goes. I might talk about some of my goals in life and stuff like that, because maybe that'll inspire others. If I talk about some of the things that I want to do, some of the things that I want to achieve. So even if you haven't done it yet, sometimes it's good to talk about things that you want to do, and then other people maybe there's other people out there that might want to do what you want to do, and you want to go together with them. For example, people who want to go live in a different country, like in Southeast Asia, for example, and maybe people could go move together, and they could all network and make content together, and yeah. How's world domination going? Well, unfortunately, I've been kicked off TikTok, so yeah, it's just trying to like, yeah, they're just like, yeah, someone's trying to like suppress me. I think I don't know. There's been some like, I guess people trying to report me to get me took off. I had 38,000 followers on there, so that's a shame. But oh well. But we're gonna try and figure out what we're doing and to like kind of build it up over here. I feel like it's a bit safer on here. Like you can get away with more. Like they have ridiculous rules on TikTok where people will get banned for nothing. Like they'll get banned for supposedly like bullying or whatever, even though they weren't doing that. Or even if they were, it was like it was provoked. But it's like they don't see it like that. It's just stupid fucking algorithms that, yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. But we're gonna try and build this up. But yeah, who else is still here then? People seem to be a bit quiet. But yeah, just welcome in and come say hello if you don't mind. Let's get the lights up. We've got 8 people in here, and if you could like the live, maybe get up to 8 likes or something. I'll stay on a few more minutes, and then I'm going to get off and get some food. I want to talk a bit about like people say now the goal of life should not be happiness, and I'm like, well, what is the point then? Like they say, oh well, we shouldn't be trying to be happy. It's like, well, but isn't that the point really? Like that's the point, right? If you're not happy, then like what's the point? If you're just suffering all the time, then of course like you're going to have happiness, they'll say, but then that's fleeting. But I'm like, what is the point in suffering most of the time just to have fleeting bits of happiness? That doesn't make any sense to me. You might as well not even bother. It's just not even worth it to have to go through so much negative crap to then have a little bit of happiness. I mean, because like, I mean, of course, I'm not saying that we shouldn't have struggles and suffering, and I do say that sometimes we need to have that, but like we should be mostly happy. I would say most of the time we should be happy. Otherwise, it's just not even worth it. Life wouldn't be worth it. Otherwise, it'd just be like pointless to just have a little reward, just to have loads and loads of suffering. So, yeah. So some people seem to just be like punishing themselves, like they're like, oh, hustle, hustle, hustle. They're just punishing themselves, and they're never really happy. A lot of them just don't even like really enjoy the process. They're just miserable with like. 'Cause a lot of people talk about like drop shipping and all this kind of stuff, but it's like if you're not actually enjoying it, then I don't think you should be bothering with it. Try and find something that you actually enjoy, maybe a personal brand that actually you're gonna actually enjoy doing. Because if your heart isn't in it, then you're not gonna. It's like even if it makes you less money, it's like I'd rather have something that makes me less money but I enjoy more than have to be slaving to something that I really do not like doing, because it is a big chunk of your life and it's like time that you'll never get back. And I just think people need to just really think about what it is they actually want to do, not think about how much money it's going to make them, because pretty much whatever niche you get in, there's probably going to be like a decent amount of money to make from it. I mean, you don't need millions and millions anyway. A lot of that's just for like vanity. A lot of it's just for like buying all like a Lamborghini or some crap like that, material crap. You could live a good life on, say, like, a few thousand a month maybe. You don't need crazy amounts of money, especially if you move to like some other country where it's cheaper. You could live like a king on about £3,000 a month. So you really don't need to be making, tens of thousands a month, hundreds of thousands a month, millions a month to be living a good life. You could start your own business and you can make a good amount of money. But that's all you need. You don't need crazy amounts of money. You don't need to be making millions every year. Like and just be getting greedy, what is the point? Eventually, it gets to a point where it doesn't really benefit your life anymore. Just so you can buy another holiday home or something like that. What do you need that for, though? So you can buy a private jet, but what do you need that for, though? Is it really going to benefit your life? Is it really worth suffering so much just so that you can have these extra little bits of things? I just don't get it. Like, it's because these people are never really happy with what they've got. They're constantly striving for more, but then when they get more, they're not happy with that. So they have to keep getting more. It's just like constantly, like, just kind of like a dog chasing its own tail. You know, you're just never to where you want to be. Like, people just need to learn that, and some people might learn the hard way, and then they come to realize that life isn't, you know, it's not what they thought it would be, where they would just keep feeling better, like, as they get more successful, because a lot of times they get more and more successful, but then they appreciate what they have less. You find people in, like, poorer countries where their gratitude is a lot higher. Like, I've heard people say now, like, they've been to, like, these, you know, places like Southeast Asia where they might be poorer and all that, but, like, they have a much better mindset on things. They're a lot more appreciative of everything that they have, because they've not been exposed to, like, all this, like, wealth, and they don't, like, constantly see people, like, going around with tons of wealth. It's like you get the people who, you know, drive around in freaking McLarens, Lamborghinis and stuff like that in this country, and they're like, when people see that, they're like, oh, I wish I had that. It's like, but is it really worth sacrificing so many hours of your life every day to keep up that lifestyle? And it's just like, but then even when you've got that, then you have to keep working so that you can get more. Like, you get these people like CEOs, billionaire companies and all that, and they're never happy, a lot of them. They're just like these workaholics, and it's like they're constantly just, they're constantly moving the goalposts. It's like, oh, I want to get to this point, and then they get there, and then they're not happy with that. They have to keep on reinvesting their money instead of just kind of cashing in and just being happy with what they've got and just focusing on other things. So yeah, that's just my kind of rant for the day, I suppose. Because I just see a lot of people who are like, they're looking for the most profitable niche, not about the one that they're going to actually enjoy the most. Because if you don't enjoy your work and you're doing that for so many hours, then what is the point? What is the point in just, like, getting up and just being like, oh God, I've got to do this today? Whereas if you did something you actually enjoyed, you'd wake up and think, oh, actually, I'm so happy to be getting up, and I can, you know, talk with my clients. I really enjoy doing this, and you still get to have, like, a decent lifestyle from it. You get to have fun, and, you know, you can still go on holidays. You can still, but you don't need all this, like, you know, like a private jet or a yacht or anything like that. It's just extra stuff that's, like, not necessary. And it's like, if you get lucky and you know, you make a lot of money from that niche, it's like, yeah, great, but it's like, you don't need that. You don't need to be slaving away to get these extra things that aren't really going to give you a better quality of life. If anything, because of all the demands of the work and all that, it's going to be a net negative, I would say. So yeah, that's what I would say. But people can disagree with me if they want to explain why I'm wrong, but that's my take on it. So many people just so focus on money, but money can't buy you happiness. Money can't buy you love. There's so much that money can't buy you. Money only solves money problems, like, but once you get to a certain point with money, it's like you don't even really need it anymore. You just, yeah. Anyways, anybody still here? I'm going to be getting off soon. So yeah, so I hope everyone has a good day. And yeah, I'll let you all. I'll see if there's any more comments. I'm sorry if I've missed any comments. It just seems to have gone quiet. I'll just check the chat a second because I might have missed something. Because sometimes the chat just stops on me and it doesn't. Bear with me a second. Sorry if I missed any comments. It's just I've been talking to myself pretty much and been like monologuing, and maybe I missed something. Oh, Jeremy Walker, hello. What's this? Pain avoidance is a good call. Yeah, £3,000 go far in the Philippines, especially in the province. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Jeremy says take care. Yeah, you take care. Sorry if I. Damn it. What's this? Sorry I missed the comments and stuff. Jeremy, what advice would you give to a man in his early 20s who's dealing with male pattern baldness and a receding hairline? He comes to you embarrassed and he needs to talk to someone about his problem. What? Yes. What's that? Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's actually no meaning in life, but avoidance of pain should be the goal. Oh, hang on. I mean, avoidance of pain is probably not a good idea because, I mean, hang on. What you're saying is similar to what the philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer said. He believed suffering was felt more deeply and more prolonged than happiness, with it is fleeting and transitory. He said there is no actual meaning in life, but avoidance of pain should be the goal. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's one of those subjective things. It's hard to really quantify. Maybe it's just that pain feels more like, maybe because we just remember more of the bad experiences rather than, I don't know, but then some people say that remember more of the good than the bad. It's one of those that's very subjective, and yeah, it's, I don't know, yeah. But I don't think we should necessarily be avoiding pain. I think sometimes we have to go through something for like a breakthrough, and so that we can come out the other side more positive. And it's like, because if the pain is like going to lead to a greater return, like say, like when we talk about delayed gratification, it isn't even just about delaying gratification. It's about being willing to actually go through pain in order to get pleasure. It's like, but if that pleasure isn't actually worth it, then it's like, you know, there's no point then, is there? Like, to go through a lot of suffering just to then have really just like not much of a reward. It's like, is the juice worth the squeeze, so to speak? Like, is it worth all that? Is the fruits worth all of that labor to get it, you know, sort of thing, is, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, how are we doing today anyway? I hope everyone's well. If you're new here, can you subscribe, please? But I should remember to just check in on the watch page every so often, because this phone app seems to be kind of buggy, where every so often the chat stops showing up. So yeah, don't know why it does that, but it is what it is. But yeah, but thanks to everyone for all your input. What's this? Illusion that happiness will be found in a future state. You have great insight into life, right? Yeah, well, this thing of like, yeah, of like doing something now that's going to be painful and for like a future happiness. I mean, I guess you could say that's where you kind of are focused on the outcome too much and not enjoying the process. And I think that could be what you're saying there of it's just about learning to accept all of the ups and downs. And but I feel like, for example, going to the gym, there is going to be times where it's going to be tough, but there is going to be times where you really enjoy it. Like I've had like yesterday, I actually quite enjoyed it. I actually had a good session. I was feeling full of energy. I was just like, I could have just like stayed, but I was like, you know, I best just kind of like stop now because I've done enough. I actually got kind of tired afterwards because I'd worked pretty hard at the gym yesterday. I went pretty hard with like the squats and stuff, and that can really be quite taxing on the nervous system. So yeah, so you have to like prioritize recovery, and that's one thing. It's just but sometimes you're going, you just feel like you're on fire, but then sometimes you would just be dragging yourself there. But question is whether you should even bother if you're feeling like that sort of lethargic that day. Is it really worth it? Are you going to have that good of a workout? Maybe you've got to just rest a bit more so then you can come back and absolutely hit it hard the next time. So it all depends on how tired you're feeling. If you're just feeling a little bit off, then maybe you can still do it. But it's just that, yeah, anyway, I'm not saying people shouldn't train when they're a little bit off, but and that it can be good for discipline, I suppose. But if you're really feeling so tired, then maybe you worked a bit too hard the day before, and just give yourself a chance to recover. Then you'll get stronger and better for the next time you go. Because if you go one day and you haven't even fully recovered from the last time, you're just gonna end up setting yourself back, and because you're just gonna like be then have to recover for longer until you can go back again. So sometimes you just have to. It's like in life, for example, if you're working on a business and then you're just feeling like you've lost that kind of energy. You're just kind of brain fogged and all that. Eventually, you just gotta realize, okay, I need to take a break. Otherwise, you're probably just gonna end up giving up. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. Yeah, so but yeah, you take care, Dale. I will be back later at some point. I'm not sure when, but also I've got a PayPal if you want to support me on that. So if you want to, yeah, if you want to support my PayPal, that's in the description. If you want to send a little contribution, people, it's up to you. Of course, some people are kind of broke, so I don't expect everyone to do that. But yeah, but it would be nice to see a few people send a little bit of something every so often. So yeah. All right, I'm going to call it a day. Well, not a day because I'll be back on later, but you know what I mean. Take care, everybody. I will see you all soon. Bye for now.